Sunny Hostin, known for her outspoken views on racial justice and reparations, recently found herself in an uncomfortable position after appearing on PBS's Finding Your Roots. Known for criticizing white privilege and advocating for systemic change, Hostin has made her career on a platform of moral high ground. However, her appearance on the show uncovered a surprising twist. Her ancestors were not oppressed victims but slave owners. This shocking revelation flipped the narrative she had built around her activism. Hostin, who often presents herself as a champion for racial equity, was visibly uncomfortable as she processed the news. When asked about it, she awkwardly downplayed the discovery, referring to it as just a fact of life that some people made their living through slavery. The irony was not lost on viewers, many of whom took to social media to mock her, with memes circulating that highlighted the contradiction between Hostin's public advocacy for reparations and her family's history. Gutfeld, a prominent critic of Hostin, wasted no time in offering a sharp, humorous critique of the situation. He compared her ancestors being slave owners to a vegan secretly owning a barbecue restaurant, which struck a chord with audiences. Gutfeld used the moment to point out what he saw as hypocrisy in Hostin's moral stance. While she has spent years condemning others for their historical actions, when confronted with her own family's involvement in slavery, she minimized the significance, treating it as something simply done back then. Gutfeld's commentary raised important questions about the role of personal history in activism. Hostin's moral authority, which she had used to call for accountability from others, seemed shaken by her own family's past. Gutfeld argued that identity politics, when oversimplified, can lead to contradictions that activists may fail to acknowledge. Instead of using the moment for introspection, Hostin quickly downplayed the impact of her ancestors' actions, which critics saw as a missed opportunity to reconcile her personal history with her public stance. The incident became a cautionary tale about the dangers of performative outrage and the importance of self-awareness when addressing complex issues like race and history. Many saw it as a prime example of how moral superiority can backfire when inconvenient truths emerge, particularly for public figures like Hostin, who have built their platform on speaking out against systemic injustices. The Internet exploded after Sunny Hostin's shocking ancestral revelation, with social media users quickly turning the moment into viral memes. One popular caption read, "Reparations? Let me write that check to myself real quick." Platforms like Twitter and TikTok were filled with a mix of biting humor and pointed critiques. Some joked about the irony of Hostin's discovery, with one comment sarcastically wondering if her children would be embarrassed by their DNA results linking them to the viewcast. While some defended Hostin, arguing that she shouldn't be judged for her ancestors' actions, many others pointed out the glaring hypocrisy. Known for holding others accountable for their history, Hostin's casual shrug in response to her own family's past seemed to contradict her usual moral stance. This sparked a heated debate about whether public figures like Hostin should be held to the same standards they set for others. Critics felt that her response lacked the reflection and growth one might expect from someone who champions accountability. The irony of the situation kept the backlash alive for weeks. The fallout didn't just provoke public outrage, but also made her The View co-hosts visibly uncomfortable. When the bombshell about Hostin's family owning slaves was revealed, the usual fiery energy on the panel turned into awkward silence, with even Whoopi Goldberg, known for her quick wit, holding back. On Gutfeld's panel, however, the gloves came off. His co-hosts delivered sharp jabs, one suggesting that Hostin might now have to shame herself for her family's history. The laughter that followed underscored the critique of her perceived double standards, highlighting how the revelation exposed cracks in her moral high ground. Rosie O'Donnell weighed in with a more reflective take, expressing her disappointment at Hostin's family history and calling out her call for reparations. O'Donnell emphasized the importance of judging people by their actions, not their ancestry, and pointed out how identity politics can oversimplify issues like race and history. Her commentary urged self-reflection, as such revelations challenge rigid narratives and force uncomfortable examinations of one's own beliefs. Hostin's response to her family's history felt like a missed opportunity. Instead of using the revelation as a moment for self-reflection or to start a nuanced conversation about ancestry and accountability, she brushed it off as just a fact of life. This casual dismissal left both viewers and critics unsatisfied, especially considering her history of holding others to high moral standards. The moment had the potential to transform the conversation, but instead, it became another point of contention. The incident serves as a powerful reminder that no one's history is free from complexity, and that moral infallibility can crumble when inconvenient truths come to light. Hostin's revelation challenges the idea that those who preach accountability must also hold themselves to the same standards. It's a lesson in self-awareness and humility, especially in public discourse. The Internet's reaction, combined with Gutfeld's sharp commentary, ensures that this moment will remain in the public eye. Whether Hostin chooses to address the issue head-on or brushes it aside will shape her legacy. What do you think? Should Sunny reflect on this moment and use it as an opportunity for honest conversation, or has she lost the public's trust? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.